Hey, another Fate video. And then at some point tomorrow, the actual event will become available. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, no. Hi, Sparkle. Oh god. Chaos. I'm stunned that realistically she of all people could get Aventurine on this. Oh, look at the symbol. Pop pom pom. Knocked off a train is not the way to start. Really? Okay. We should really be judging the fact that Sparkle runs this. Need to watch the fighting though. And it's interesting they're adding a unique NPC model in, because based on my understanding, Lancer is not playable. Really, girl? That's cheating. So we get Saber by default. Fair enough. The music is so good. That roaring guitar. Ugh. Bye, Aventurine. Fate star, real fair. Look how proud. Look how smug we are. Jesus Christ. Our smug little face there. I love where they insert bits of like the Trailblazers character into things. Like some of the responses do it with specialty replies involving them, and goofy little things like this, the weird things on the map, the moment where we controlled Firefly and saw what the Trailblazer was up to. They're just a massive dork and weirdo, and that's fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it's just very funny. Sparkle running this only gives concern. They are adding characters in that both amuse and concern me all at once. Last special program we had Skott turn up and Boothill potentially beating the ever-loving hell out of him. Now we've got Sparkle here, who is chaos. And using bloody arrow and tickets to bring by. There's just this brief moment there. Poor Pom Pom. This poor guy. It's neat to get a nice animation in for pulling this guy, considering a lot of us won't actually see the real animation for it because we'll get him for free. And she just comes out fine. And someone revealed to me in one of the previous Keeping Up with Star Rails, I'm pretty sure it was the Saber one, that the reason she eats so much is because of the power required to use the sword. Fair? You know what? That's totally fair and kind of funny. I just love the music. Is this an actual... I have a good question for someone. Is this an actual track that they've used in Fate, or is it unique for this collab? Because I really like it. The music is just so good for this. Also, the Sea of Wheat makes me think of ID's Lazy Eye because of the current moment. He doesn't even want to be in the photo. Then a bunch of NPCs around, some of which I do recognise the designs of. Whether they are those NPCs, we'll see. This derpy face. These two chill. Pom Pom deserves to be happy after what just happened. 3 recurring faces that we definitely recognise and appreciate. I do wonder if we're going to see any of the other members of the Astral Express turn up during this event, since they haven't been applied to yet, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see Dan Hung and March chilling. I know this can't be, like, considered canon, surely not, like, within the current story. There's no way for them to escape, so there'd be no harm in inserting Dan Hung and March in. Because realistically, we can't leave Amphorius, so, you know, this can't be happening. If it did happen genuinely within Star Rail, it might be like a flashback equivalent, kind of like how us setting up our room was seen as a flashback moment that happened months ago before the content got added to the game. And I see no Skott here. I want to see him get all of the punishment during this. We already saw Boot Hill we heard Boot Hill beating him up. Let's see more. It's funny. But yeah, the event looks great. I can't complain at all. I like it when they do little goofy things like this in games that give us a moment to kind of expand on characters and situations they probably won't really encounter in the story. I'm still hoping that, you know, the fans of Fate get a lot out of this, because there's no way to know how they'll feel until the story releases. I still think it bodes really well that the developer is all in on this. So yeah, I have no complaints. If anything, I have some hopes for this. Don't know how good or bad that is, considering I've seen... As I said, people have been really good to me about informing me about Fate. Like, I haven't watched Fate for a very long time. I only really watched 1 season of it, and that was about it. Apparently, the writer has gone on record saying that they don't think that their story could realistically be adapted very well into anime or into any form, because there's too much going on there, and it was made specifically for the form it was originally released in. And yet they're positively praising this collaboration, maybe because it's not trying to be that and is instead just using elements of Fate to make something of its own. And that's fine in the way that it's being used, maybe because it's respectful to the original media. Either way, I still think it bodes really well, because a creator knows their own vision better than anyone else. So I'm looking forward to... I'm pretty sure the event comes live tomorrow at some point in my time. I know that we get Archer definitely tomorrow at some point, and we also get we'll also get Saber available as well. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be 1 day of 5 hours off from getting Archer. Whether we get him on time the moment that the event comes live or not, I haven't really checked. But that's the time mark I'm using. Hopefully we'll all have fun with the story and things that are provided by it. Take care, guys.